Hi everybody, this is Ellen. In this tutorial I'm going to show you how to make the happy pineapple. I think it's absolutely adorable. I can't say adorable because I've been calling everything adorable as it was pointed out to me. So this will be absolutely amazing, fantastic. This is one of the definitely most requested items to make, and I wanted to make sure that it was up to the standards of the other one and that everybody would love it. So I hope that you do. Of course, you can see that I have wrapped bands in it, and I did that because I like the texture. It reminds me of an actual pineapple. And then feeling the top too, how they feel kind of pokey to me like an actual pineapple too. So we'll talk bands first. This might be a little bit of a long intro. There are a couple different kinds of wrapped bands. They're not like raspberry wrapped bands, but just I did them a little bit differently with the colors on the inside and stuff. But so talk bands, and then there's some things that you'll probably want to get ready ahead of time. So I'll explain those and what you want to do for that. So in total, this wonderful little creation, uses 361 bands by my count. It is a lot, I know, but it's adorable, and that's what we go for. So adorable again, sorry. I can't get that word out. It's just going to have to be the way it is. So we'll talk wrapped bands. I use different kinds. The only thing I really change is the color. I use like it's mango, and this one's going to be jelly, but just a green of some sort. For the single wrapped bands, which is just one wrapped band around, which I'll show you how to do in a little bit, you would need 8 that have mango and a green through them with one wrapped band, and then you need 8 that are just mango completely. These are just my color choices. You obviously don't have to use or do the exact same thing that I do. That's always your preference to change, but I will explain this in the description box what I mean. Then there are just the double wrapped bands, which are 2 wrapped bands around either a mango green or mango mango. And there, for the mango green, it's 20 of them I use, and then for the mango mango ones, it is 18 of them. And then there are some triple wrapped bands, which is 3 bands wrapped around the other bands, and it's 4 of each of these, so 4 of the mango green with the triple and 4 of the mango mango with the triple. So I'm just explaining that. To make the triple bands, if you have a latch hook, they are fabulous. To use one of those, it's just taking a band, wrapping around your hook. So wrapping a band once around your hook and then twice, and then for this design it's 2 bands pulled through. Now if you're making a single, this would be a single wrapped band. A single wrapped band is what I would call it. If you need to make a double, then you would wrap 2 bands around your hook and then pull your other bands through. But then if you're making a triple, then it's 3 bands wrapped on your hook and then the 2 bands pulled through. If you have the latch hook, this goes much faster and much easier. You can get them at most craft stores. I've seen them at Joann's, and even Walmart had them for like $2. I think I saw some, so definitely looking at getting one of those. They are a time saver. So that's a triple. So that's how we do the wrapped bands. And like I said, these will all be laid out in the description, hopefully understandable, so you don't have to come back and listen to me talk to get them all. And the next part is the top of the pineapple. These are doubled single chains that are connected together in a specific way to get the spike look. And you're going to probably want to make them ahead of time. And what we need is, here's one that has 5, 7, and 6. Or 6 and 7, sorry. And all I did was take a band, put it on my hook, wrap it around once, wrap it around again, and then to make the one that has 5 in it, which you will need 5 of them, so 5 of the 5 long, I would just pull through 4 more bands. So including the end cap, it's 5 total. So here's 1. And slide it down. And that's 2, 3, 4, and 5. So you need 5 that are 5 long. You need 8 in total that are 6 long. So I'd pull one more band through for 6. So 8 that are 6 long, and then you need 4 that are 7 long. So 7 bands through. That will also be in the description box so that you can make those ahead of time. Or you could just pause as you go along with the video too. That's up to you. So we also have, of course, the eyes and the cheeks. The cheeks are just wrapped bands as well. I do, because of how the pattern is and how I change as we go around either mango mango or mango green, I do one cheek in, so it's just a wrap band. I do one cheek that has mango green through it, and then another cheek that has just mango mango through it, if you want to be similar to mine. So keep that in mind. That'll also be in the description box. So, and I just have to have one more that has mango mango through it. I'm just trying, I want the little bit of green to show, but not like so in your face that it's overpowering. Especially the different kinds of greens. I made one that was a dark green, and although it was cute, it wasn't quite how I wanted it. So for the eyes, it's the same thing. You want one that has a mango green and a mango mango through it. If you don't have the 7mm pony beads, you can just do a wrapped band. So a band on your hook, wrap it around, and then you pull your 2 bands through. So then I would need a mango green still. And if you have the beads, then you can just take 2 bands and you place them in between the V of like a piece of wire, bread tie, pipe cleaner, string, fishing line, floss, anything that you can kind of, that you're able to push through the bead with the bands on there. So I just take the 2 bands, put them in between a V of the shape, and take my bead, put it over, and pull it down. So that's my beaded eye if I want that. And these are 7mm pony beads. I get them from Michael's or Joann's usually. So I would need a mango mango eye band still. But I will have all the band stuff laid out in the description box as best as I can explain it. If you have any questions, of course, ask me and I will be happy to answer them. So, also, get the latch hook. We'll get started on this adorable guy. So we have our loom, and we're going to start by making the top, because we are going to connect that while we are doing the pineapple. Obviously, if I just jumped ahead there, you probably want to pause the video, make your wrapped bands, make the tops to your pineapple so you're ready to go with this, or just pause as we go along and make whatever you need for the row. So, the top of the pineapple, I'm going to take a band and we're going to double wrap it and go 4 down the loom. I'm working on the right side here. So double wrap. Two. 3. I don't like that one. And 4. So just like that, double wrap bands down the loom. Then we're going to need our 5 doubled chain ones. So the end cap and then 4 bands pulled through. We'll need those ones first. And turn our loom around on the non-red arrow side. we're going to take one of these. I'm going to use my latch hook just because it has a little bit more of a point on it, but it's the same thing, just use the rainbow loom hook. I'm going to get one of these back on my hook here. And this one is going to go onto the end pin here as our end cap. This will be our end cap. Like that. Then grab another one on your hook. You can, I just left these laying free too, but you can put them on the loom. Just going to put a couple on here. Save me a little time. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take the band that's on there. I'll come in a little bit here. And you're going to pick up this band on the end, and you're going to slide down one band, or one of your 5 chain down onto the band. And just put it one way or the other. I'm going to go to the left this time. Then you're going to take another one and put it on there this same way, slide it down, and put it to the opposite side. So this one's going to go to the right. So then once you have your end cap on and then the 5 chains wrapped on this band below, you'll go in back to the end cap, grab your band, and loop it over. But now you should have 2 more of the 5 chains left, so get those on your hook. Like that. Then you're going to pick up the top band, or the band that's on top now, and you're going to slide them down again and do the same thing, where one goes to the right and one goes to the left. And then replace the band onto the pin ahead. So like that. So you have 4 of the 5 chain wrapped around this first band, then the end cap. So now we're going to need the 6 long ones. So you want to get those on your hook. I'm going to put all 6 of them on here real quick, or all 4 of them on here that are 6 long. Okay. So all 4 of them, we're going to do the same exact thing in this next spot here. I'm going to pick them up. I'm going to slide down one of the 6 chains, put it off to one side, and I seem to have trapped one. There we go. Put it off to one side, slide another one down, put it off to the other side, and then put it back on the pin, the band back on the pin. Then go in before, loop this over, and the same thing again. Grab that band on top that's on top now, pull it up, and have the other ones to slide down onto, one going to the right and one going to the left. And then replace the band. Like that. And once again, now we're going to need the 7 chain long ones. Okay, so the 7 chain long ones. So same thing, pick up the band, slide one of them down, put it to one side, slide another one down, it goes to the other side, put the band back on. I can't loop with this one, but loop the band over, or just hang on to it after you pull it up, which would make more sense, and then slide down the next ones on. Now this is still doable with the rainbow loom hook, it's just easier to have a latch hook, so that's why I'm using that. So then lastly we'll need 4 more of the 6s to put on this last spot. Get these on my hook real quick. Alright, so the 6s, same thing as before. Lift up the band, pull one down to go one way, and pull one down to go the other way. Replace the band. Go in and like you're going to loop over. This time I'll hang on to it because it makes more sense. And then bring the other, put the other bands on. If you need to, you know, if you're using the rainbow loom hook, just wrap it on there and then grab these, or if you don't have them on your hook already. And then bring down the other one to go the other way. And replace it. Like that. So that's our top. We're just going to leave it down here for a minute because we're going to work down here on the bottom end of the loom. This is a growing up design, thankfully. The growing down ones are not quite as much fun to make anyways. They're fun afterwards, but... So what we're going to start with first is we're going to make our top of our pineapple. So I alternate the colors as I go around with this. Remember, if the colors, you don't want the same colors or you don't want the same color pattern, maybe you just want it all one color, then just kind of ignore what I do with the color talking. Sorry if it bugs you, but some people like to make it exactly like I have, so I'll try and accommodate that. This one is kind of on, it's on 8 pens. So I'm just going to start with a green mango, go up a little ways, so we're kind of working up here, and just go off to the side. And the next bands I take will be 2 mango, and we're just going to kind of go around in a half starburst here. Mango green, and then mango mango. We're all coming off this pin. Now we're going to go right below it, and the colors will be mango green, then mango mango, mango green, and mango mango, like that. I'm using 2 bands for the end cap, and I'm going to wrap them around 4 times. I want it to be nice and tight because it'll hold the spikes up on the top of the pineapple. So we're going to loom out the 4 bands that are coming out of the center end cap. I put it up here. I don't know why I start at the top instead of the bottom, but I do. So you go in there and you loom out those bands. It's going to be a little tight because they are just triple or quadruple wrapped, I guess. So I definitely would not recommend sticky bands unless you loosen the end cap. So now what I'm going to do is I want to stretch this down to here. It's going to be a tight stretch if you don't have a metal hook. Use your fingers, use a crochet hook, use something else. If you pull it up and you absolutely feel like it's not going to go where you need to go, then unloom these and just make it a triple wrap around. It's not going to have a huge effect on the look after you're done. But if you can get it down there, it helps to wrap this band around this pin because it'll kind of help support the pulling that you're doing. So then loom out the ones on this side through the end cap. And I think this is tighter because this is a jelly band and a mango band, whereas before I used an opaque or kind of a stretchier neon, so it's a little tight. But it's not tight for long, so we get all these loomed out through the end cap. They're probably going to bunch up. But once you get them all loomed out, pull that end cap back off and center it between the pins. So now you have a pretty kind of tight star going on. So just like this. So now what we want to do is put on the pineapple top. And how we're going to do that is we're going to come back down here, stick our hook in through the last bands, pull it off, takes a little, kind of twist them to get them the way you want them, but that'd be something you kind of do at the end there. But so we have these two bands right here, and what we want to do is have them, one band on one side go on a part of, or on the band over here wrapped around it, and then the other one over on the other side. So what I mean by that is I'm going to pick up this band on this side, I'm going to pull through the first half of the pineapple band on the bottom. And I'm going to replace this band back on the hook. So now it looks like this. I am wrapped around both sides of the whole entire band right here. And you're going to do the same thing on the other side as well. So you come over here, lift up these bands, and pull them through the other end of your top band for the top spiky top, and then replace them. And then I'm going to kind of spread these out. I just want you to be able to see what I'm doing, whereas it's a lot easier to see what you're doing when it's right in front of you. So now it kind of looks like this. You have the pineapple top bands wrapped around these two bands, but we want to make sure that this is going to stay up and stay centered. So what I do is take one more band, like this, because that was what I didn't like earlier. And all I'm going to do, I'm going to pick up this band, I'm going to take this other band, put it on the hook, put it on the pin, and wrap it around like that. Replace these on top. And I'm just going to slide this over. Then I'm going to kind of flip this over to the other side here. This is our last single chain that went through everything, or doubled single chain there that went through everything. Right above that is the chain from before. And you can kind of see, or hopefully see, an opening on yours as well, right there. I want you to put your hook through there, towards the side where we just put that band on the pin. Grab that band, and pull it through to the other side. And then you're going to, I'm just going to put it on the pin, go in through it, and if you can hold it down, and then if you pop that off the pin and replace the bands, then you have it wrapped on both sides. I just want to make sure it's nice and secure so it's not going to slide all over, and that's the best way I can do it. So hopefully that makes sense. So now we can start to get to the pineapple. Almost. We have a few bands to slide onto these pins. So I have pre-wrapped 8 bands on my hook here. These are just wrapped bands, and we're going to slide one onto the top band on each one of our pins around our pineapple, just to help with the top and the shaping. So I'm just grabbing the top band and I'm going to slide a wrapped band down onto the band and then replace it. And I'm going to do that all the way around, just the top band, not both. And these are all mango. A couple more here. Like so. So now I just have a single band wrapped around the top of every band around. We have our top on. Now we can kind of start building with this guy. Hopefully the top isn't in your way too much here. I'll try to make sure I turn the loom enough for you. So our first row is going to be single wrapped bands. So just one band wrapped around 2 bands. And we're going to start with, or I'm going to start with a mango band down here on the end. And then I'm just going to alternate all the way around, so the next one will be mango green. Mango. Mango green, and then mango. I'm going to say this now in case I forget later when it actually starts happening, but when the design starts growing up, because this is a growing up design, I would not recommend using the top of the pineapple to pull it up, because band quality, things, you know, anything can happen and you can end up pulling the top of your pineapple off. So that would not be enjoyable, I'm sure. So you definitely want to try and use the cat band in the middle to remove or to let it puff up. So I didn't have one fall off, but it just seemed like a possibility, especially the first one I made where I didn't add the second band to secure it. It just seemed kind of loose. So all the way around, I started with mango right here, then alternated all the way around with the mango green and mango. And then we're just going to go and flip over the bottom 4 bands all the way around the pins. And then you should be left with 4 bands on the pin. I'd show you the progression of my pineapples, but some of them are pretty bad, so I don't know if I can do it. Definitely takes a while sometimes to get to the point where I say that is the one I absolutely love. So 4 bands left on all the pins around. You want to push these down. Next one is again a single row, or single wrapped band row, meaning only one wrapped band. This time we are starting with the mango green right here in front. and then alternating as we go around. So next is mango, all mango. And just keep switching. And make sure that we're using 2 bands through, that when you place them on the pin that you actually get both over the pin. Because I was doing a kind of finalized version for the one to show earlier, and I had missed a band but didn't realize it until I was about 5 rows down. That kind of stunk because I had to take it back apart and make it better. So there's our next row, single wrapped band. I started with mango green here, then alternated around. So I ended up with mango there. Once again, we're going to flip the bottom 4. So there's 4 bands left around now. You want to push these down. So now this row is going to be kind of our above the eye row. We don't want to have any wrapped bands right above the eye because it kind of looks like he has big weird eyebrows then. So I'm going to start right here, same as I have been before. But we're going to start with the mango this time. So mango right here. And then I'm just going to take 2 bands, a mango and a green, because that's the next in the color order, and they're going to go right here, because we're going to put our face on this side. And the next 2 bands, I'm just going to use mango. And throw them at myself. And then it's the mango green wrapped band. And then just alternate the rest of the way around. Like that. So then we will flip over the bottom 4 again. Alright, so there should still be 4 left on every pin now. And now you should be able to kind of stick your hook in here and grab the end cap and pull this up a little bit so that it's not wrapped around the pins anymore. I almost did what I told you not to do. So, starting to get the shape up top. Our next row is our eye row. So you need your wrap bands for your eyes. These are double wrap bands. And we're going to start with mango green. Right here where we started before. So then the eye that we put on, I'm going to use mango mango. Then the other eye, which is mango green. And then mango. And how about using the right one? Mango green. Mango. Mango green and mango. Like so. So then you go ahead and flip over the bottom four all the way around. And I know this design would probably be doable on the monster tail. I'm just showing it on the Loom because I know not everybody has monster tails yet. And I'm still not convinced that the pins will necessarily hold kind of the mass of this design, so I think the Loom is a little bit better. Like so. 4 bands should be left on all the pins. Next row is our cheek row. So we're going to start with a mango band right here. These are double wrapped. Then we're going to add a cheek band that's mango green. And mango mango for another cheek band. And then just alternate around. So the next one is mango green, sorry, mango green. Didn't finish that thought. Like so. So once again, flip over the bottom 4. that. Should be 4 bands left around. Push your bands down. Now we're going to add the mouth. 1 black band around your hook. 1 time. Then you go in front between the cheeks. Lift up that band in the middle, or all 4 of them. Slide your mouth band over that, and it just kind of gets tucked behind. Then you replace the bands on the pin. So it just gets tucked in there, and then we don't touch it. So our next row is going to be our under the mouth row. So we're going to start again right here with mango green. These are double wrapped. And then right under the face, we don't want to put any bands either. So 2 mango first, and then mango green next. And then just alternate around as you go. So mango, mango green, and so on. All the way around. So we'll flip over these bottom 4 again. Like that. Starting to puff up pretty nicely. Push it down again. And our next row is going to be just kind of a row around with double wrapped bands again. We're going to start right here with mango first. And then just alternate as you go around with the mango green. So just normal row all the way around, flip over the bottom 4, so you should have 4 bands left on the pins all the way around. Next row is our triple wrap row, so you'll need those triple wrap bands. And we're going to start with mango green right here. So 3 bands. And then just alternate around the mango green and mango. Like so. And again, flip over the bottom 4 all the way around. So I should just have 4 bands left on all the pins around. Now we're going to reduce the top or the sides of the pineapple here. So you go in and you'll grab the top 2 bands, and hopefully the 2 bands that go together. So pick them up, and I can see that I have a nice divide there, so I know I have the right bands. So it's coming from the left pin over here, so I'm going to take it over to the right pin, and then the other ones should just go over to the left pin. So now we just reduce that side. We're going to do the same thing over here. Grab the top 2 bands. There's a nice divide there. I can see they're coming from the right pin, so they're going to go over to the left. And the other ones should just go over to the right. So that side's reduced. So now the last bands should be doubled row. And I put these on a little bit differently. They're not all alternating if you want to do the same color matching thing. I don't know if it really matters at this point because it'll be kind of the bottom of the pineapple, but I kind of get perfectionist sometimes. Starting with the mango green, I'm going to go that right across the front. So it's a long stretch right there in the front. Then the next band is actually mango green as well. And then a mango band. Then in the back side here, it is a mango green band. Long crossover. And right here is a mango green as well. then a mango. And hopefully you don't have any more wrapped bands left, because that's the last row for this. So we're just going to flip over the bottom 4 all the way around. And, well, not the bottom 4 all the way around, but on the ends you have your reducing band. I usually try and just find it kind of looking from the side or the top. You can just kind of see it poking there. I usually try to flip that over first because it holds the corners down, and it just makes it easier to see that divide between the end pins as well, or the end bands as well. So there's my reducing band on this side. Flip that over, and it's easy to find the bottom 4. I'm going to flip over these. And then on the end here, dividing band, or reducing band, and then the bottom 4. There's that reducing band, and the bottom 4. And the bottom 4 on this last pin. Like that. Push these down so they're on there. And I think what I'm going to do is actually, I'm going to close this with the latch hook, just because it's a little bit easier to do. And then I will show on the other one how to thread it through if you want to. Although I think most people watching these know how to do it. I don't know if many of you noticed that you can use this as well to close it, and it works really well. So I'm just going to start on the back side of my pineapple, because I don't want to have any kind of the knots in the front. It doesn't really matter with this one a whole lot, but I'm just going to take my latch hook, put it through each one, and just slide the bands on. You might want to kind of keep your fingers over the one in the front, just in case you pull too hard. But get these all on there. Rotate it so you can see the other side. And just keep picking up those bands all the way around until they're all on your hook. Like that. Then I would take 2 bands to close it. So we actually save bands this way as well. 2 bands, and I'm just going to slide everything off onto it. You don't have to pull it out too far. Pull it down past the little latch, wrap that over, and pull through and pull tight. And I have just closed the pineapple in like less than a minute for sure. I don't want to boast and say like 30 seconds, because you can actually check the time. But so I mean, that's all it took to close that. Super easy. So hopefully if you have a latch hook, you will be able to kind of pick that up as well. Then we'll just hide these bands in. Inside. I lost them somewhere. Well, I'll fix it. But you get the idea. Just pull them down inside so they're hidden. And there we go. Give them a little stretch if you need to. I didn't notice that any of the bands really popped in or anything like that, so like that. But hold on, I'll show this real quick as well. If you're going to close, it's a little bit smaller, but it's the same basic layout. You can fast forward through this if you don't need to watch this part, but I really wanted to show that latch hook. So if you need to thread through these, just take 2 bands, put them on your hook, grab another 2 bands, pull them through, both on your hook, and then do a slip knot so you have a threading band put your finger in one end. Then you're just going to take your hook, and I usually take it off the pin, grab my threading band, pull it through, and hold back onto my threading band, grab the next one around, and keep doing this all the way around the circle. It's the same process for closing the pineapple, just so you can actually see it without the top in the way right here. Just keep going all the way around until you get everything onto that those bands. Like that. And take the other side on your hook, pull it through, and then do your slip knot and close as you need to. So it's the same process on this side as it is, or on this piece, as it would be on the pineapple. But really, seriously, get a latch hook. They're awesome. So here are my adorable, I like that word, it's gonna have to stay, happy pineapples. I think they're pretty great. I'm pleased with how they turned out. I know it was a very highly requested item by everyone, so I wanted to make sure that they looked good, and I hope I did a good job. I definitely have more of these coming. There are going to be other things besides just the fruits and vegetables. I have lots of things lined up, lots of things that I've made that need filming, some filming that needs to be edited, and it's just a lot to do sometimes, so lots of things up on my board from all the great suggestions that people have been giving me, which I definitely appreciate. I have lots more to show everyone, so I'm getting to as many suggestions as I possibly can. Sometimes it's just I have to have the inspiration to actually make something. They don't always, what's in my head isn't always possible in bands, so I have to kind of adapt it and change what my thought and ideas are. So I'm working on it, doing the best that I can. I would love to see more of your happy foods. You can hashtag them to feelinspiffy happy foods so I can take a look at them. I'm trying to get to all of them. It's definitely getting a little bit harder, but I'm doing my best because I love seeing them. My Instagram is at Crafting Fantastic. My Facebook page is either, well, Crafting Fantastic or feelinspiffy, should find it. Although the link is under the video for that, as well as my Instagram too. So you can show me on there too. And then definitely subscribe to my channel so you know when they're coming out. I have a lot of people very excited to know when the next ones are coming out, and it's hard to say sometimes because there are people all over the world that are watching these videos, which is fantastic. That's so exciting. So if I say tomorrow, it might already be tomorrow for them, so it's kind of it's a little bit different. It's a little harder because I'm in the States and they're other places, so but usually when they're, like I've said before, YouTube is the first place that I go to release a video before I even go onto Instagram or my Facebook page, because I have to actually put it out before I can link to it. So, but I definitely have more in store, and I know I hadn't done this for a while, so people were asking me to have them all back on my screen again, and they also reminded me that I hadn't been naming them lately, which I'd been naming them, but I guess been keeping them to myself. So she had asked that I put together maybe a little video at the end going through my happy foods and saying what I have named them. So I'll probably do that once I get a few more in. And I think we have most of them. There's a few here that I made, but I didn't, not those. I think I made this giant one. I think it's awesome, but it's a little huge, so we want the other strawberry. Need the asparagus. So There are definitely lots, kind of off center there. There are definitely lots of these guys around. There's more somewhere else, but kind of digging through my box here beside me is a little bit of... Some of them I can't show you, so I'm being a little picky. Can't show you because they're secrets. So I'll quit being a little weird now, and so I'm almost getting there. We're getting close to having the screen filled up. But make sure that you show me your stuff. I love to see it. And I will have more tutorials for you soon. Thank you so much for watching. I definitely appreciate it.